Her family's been contacted before.
Mm-hmm.
She is, if you talk to her, she's a nice lady.
Right.
She's a nice lady. But because of the disease, she's starting to slip.
So none of these claims she has.
I'm not saying none.
Okay.
No. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I'm not saying none.
Mm-hmm.
Some.
Right.
She's 74.
Right.
The gentleman that she's arguing with is his late 70s, early 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So they're right in the same ballpark.
Right.
She's got 2 sons, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 2 sons.
Right.
According to what she says, they're special agents.
Okay.
One's in the CIA and the other one's in the FBI, I think.
Yeah, at least she said something about that. Mm-hmm.
But that's what she's told me in the past.
Right.
And she's so concerned about them that she doesn't want them coming to see her.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I understand. I mean, you know, you're a special agent and whatnot. Sometimes you have to maintain your identity, if you will. But all the ones I've ever known in the past could always go visit their parents and family members.
I get that. What I'm concerned about is if the man over there is throwing feces on her yard,
well,
the one across the street, if he's shaking his genitals at her, I mean...
I think that's a little bit far.
Is it far?
And the reason I say that is there was a point in time where we had some very profane information written on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
We took a report, we investigated.
Mm-hmm.
It turned out she was the one that did it.
Can I say something?
You can say whatever you want.
If you take 2 steps back, you got the handle, you're going to make me feel uncomfortable.
Really? And you got a gun, you got a gun, you
My
got a
hand's
gun.
not on my gun, so can you take 2 steps back for me, please? Thank you.
This better?
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hey, I'm outgunned here.
Oh, no, you're never outgunned.
Oh, yeah, I am. Oh, yeah, I am. I'm outgunned.
But we just want to,
but anyway, as I said before,
mm-hmm.
she's a nice lady.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to her just the other day.
Right.
And when I was talking to her the other day, she was slipping just a little bit more than she was 6 months ago.
Okay.
You know what the state requires, right?
As far as that goes?
As far as psychological containment.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the state requires?
That somebody can actually call and get her detained?
No. You have to be in imminent danger to yourself or others.
And you saying she wrote that on the ground herself?
No. The profane information?
Right. Okay.
That was actually videotaped by one of the neighbors when she did it. It was during Halloween. She smashed a bunch of pumpkins. And the whole thing was videotaped. It wasn't videotaped like I'm holding my camera videotaping you. It came off one of the Ring doorbells or something like that. We took the report. It was documented. She actually got prosecuted for it. I wasn't the one that did it, so I don't know the end results. All I hear is what the neighbors tell me. But she was prosecuted for it. She's slipping. I mean, it's a mental status. She's slipping, and it's unfortunate. But we've got a few of them in the neighborhood like that.
Right.
I got another lady just around the corner.
But what about the incidents that are happening with her? What is that? Is that something that we can
started over a
control? Or?
fence. It started over a fence. Now,
She's
you've
got
been to her
scratches.
house, right?
Yeah, she's got scratches on her face for somebody hitting her with a branch, she said.
Yeah, that's the argument between them. They're going to court on
But when the police came, she said that they said it was between them two, but she's the one with the scratches. Now, any domestic dispute, usually the person with the scratches is looked at as
generally correct.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's an assault and battery with 2 people, and they were arguing over a branch.
Was he battered?
Yes.
Okay, so he had...
they both had injuries.
Okay.
But
they were arguing over...
You spoke about domestic, though, right?
Yeah, it's not a domestic. It's just assault and battery. It's just
And he had scratches
too? Arguing, he had injuries. They were arguing over a series of branches. We had a storm, a series of branches fell. He cleaned up the branches, put them in the street. She didn't like where he put them. She moved them in front of his house, or further in front of his house, or whatever. I think he put them at the light pole there.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't like that. She moved them. They got in an argument back and forth, and they struck each other with branches. She got cut. He got cut. She went down, took out an emergency protective order and assault and battery on him. The whole thing's going to court. Let the court see it. As far as that.
We weren't there to see it.
Nobody was there to see it.
You can't make a determination on who.
The officers responded out later. They gave her the advice. You want to go down, you can take out the emergency protective order, you can take out the assault and battery warrant, go on down to see the magistrate. She went on down, saw the magistrate, took out the appropriate paperwork.
Okay.
He was served.
Okay. We just want to make sure that she's safe, and she's crying and scared for her life, and we just want to make sure she's okay.
Again,
that's what we came out for, to make sure
to
check on her.
A little bit extreme.
Okay.
Unfortunately, as I said before, she's suffering from some form of whether it's Alzheimer's, dementia. I mean, she's 74 years old. She's starting to slip a little.
Okay.
When I was talking to her yesterday, we were talking about going and living in a assisted living facility. I think that's the best answer for her. Because if she is starting to slip, they can, I mean, they have medication for all that stuff.
Right,
now.
but yeah, like you said, you're not a doctor. You know, we don't know.
I'm not.
Yeah, we don't know
I
how
fully
far
understand
gone
I'm
she
not.
is and whatnot.
And if that's something her family wanted to do, that's something that, you know, she needs to contact them and get tested.
But another thing too, guys, is like, you can tell us something, and the other party can tell us something. We're not there to see it when it happens. So she can say like, oh yeah, he's shaking his genitals, or whatever the case may be. Oh yeah, he's throwing feces in my yard. If it's not there, if we don't have any, there's not much we can do about that. So one thing I've told her to do when I've spoken to her about the sign that she has in the yard is like, get video cameras. Tell your whomever to get video cameras, put in your house, so we can see these things that you're talking about, because other than your word, I don't see anything. I can't see him checking your genitals after he's done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So get it documented, and then we can go from there. So,
321 Alpha.
I would advise that. I mean, if you guys are helping her on that way,
Yeah.
help her install some cameras.
Yeah.
So we can get it. So we can get it on video.
Okay.
Because can't do anything else.
We appreciate you guys. Do you guys have somebody on the house in this area just to kind of, you know, check it out when you can at least? Or?
Oh, we start to, I mean, this is our beat right here.
Okay.
We in and out here all the time. So.
Okay. You guys
We
have
were
a
there
call on it?
earlier when she had a bunch of her friends there that were bikers.
Okay.
Yeah, we were there earlier.
Okay. Yeah, she said you guys came by.
Yeah.
Well,
And I mean,
she called
just
us.
like you guys, they weren't doing anything wrong, so we didn't even stop them.
Right. Okay.
And it's not,
211, status.
it's not like the bikers were doing something wrong.
Right.
Okay? If you're doing anything wrong, I got to pay you any money.
I got what we can do.
Yeah.
Just tell somebody to leave
Yeah,
and leave
and-
the park.
She'll talk to just about anybody. When she expresses certain views, those views are what other people will take in offense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
And that's part of who I am. I've been trying military all over the world, so
We'll bring.
maybe.
Okay. Me too.
I've been all over the world. And when you get out of the southeast of the United States, the entire world is different.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, we just want to make sure this world over here is doing okay. So, all right. We appreciate you guys talking to us. You know, we was hoping you would come by so we could get a little conversation in with you all. And all right.
Well, what's your name?
General Mike Payne.
Mike? Steve Walker. Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you as well. What's your name?
Officer Darden?
Darden. General Mike Payne. All right.
Officer Brown.
Officer Brown. Nice to meet you. Pleasure. Okay. So, yeah, we'll just monitor and make sure she's okay. We'll talk to her. And,
Okay, well,
yeah, you guys have a good one.
You too.
All right. Yep.